Hello, I've got a beer that I think is very exciting in the development and the packaging of mixed fermentation oak aged beers. It is the Bruery's With the Funk, a Belgian white beer that's been aged in oak foeders and fermented with their lactobacillus and yeast mixed culture that they use for a lot of their beers at the brewery, and it is very cheap, 4-pack cans. I got it for only $15. I bet most places are selling it for $20 or just under there. And it's crazy, they even tell you the pH and the total titratable acidity on here. They give you lots of info. So I believe it starts out pretty much a traditional Belgian white, orange peel, coriander. And they ferment it with I guess what they call wheat yeast, Brettanomyces, and their Terroir house mixed culture, and then it was aged in oak foeders, probably not for a super long time. And I actually drank 2 cans of this already. It was really good. It's 5.4% alcohol, and this is canned about exactly 2 months ago. But I assume this should stay good in the can for quite a while. I don't think it's naturally carbonated. But after a while, if there's, even a little bit of Brett in there, it can start doing things. It's kind of coming out of the can already. So I don't know, maybe it is naturally carbonated. It doesn't say it on there. I kind of doubt it though. So let's get into this. So the closest kind of beer I've had to this was from OEC, the Connecticut brewers of all interesting wild ales. And they did a tart Belgian white beer. I don't know if it was oak aged, and they did that in 4-pack cans for a reasonable price. I drank that too fast, couldn't do a review. And this is how this one's looking. Yeah, not extremely effervescent. Little stream of bubbles coming from the bottom there. Pretty small bubbles. And the head is dying down. It's got some tartness to it, so it's not gonna last forever. Yep. That smells very nice. It's a lot of classic orange peel, coriander, Belgian yeast happening in there. It's a very citrusy, not quite bubblegum, more like pear. I would say it's a little bit saison. It almost smells a little bit like a saison. Like if you gave this to me in a blind taste testing, I might be a little confused. I wouldn't really know what to think of it. I might have ended up saying like oak aged saison or something with added spices, which is really close to, Belgian wheat. Really big on the orange, but some nice pineapple-y tropical Brett funk in there. And of course some lemony lactic acid. On the nose, there's maybe a little bit of oak in there. Yeah, combined with the pineapple-y Brett. Almost a pina colada type thing. But mostly just kind of fresh, spicy, citrusy. A lot more oak in the flavor. And lemony, a touch of vinegar I feel like almost. There might be some very, very light acetic qualities in this beer too. But might be wrong because it takes a while for Brett to work in oak and create acetic acid. Light body, super refreshing. After a few sips, you get a lot of coriander in the flavor, which just makes the spicy citrusy quality a little more complex. Big fan of coriander. It's when you have it present during fermentation, it actually creates, I believe it's linalool, which is the same aromatic compound within citra hops and lots of other hops. So this is a very, very complex beer, even though Belgian white beers we think of as being pretty simple, but you throw it in oak with some wild critters and it becomes really, really, really fancy. Yeah, it's pretty spritzy, probably not natural carbonation, and not too sour. The mixed ferm makes a sourness that isn't just all lactic pucker up front and then nothing else. It is sour though, but I had a friend who got a pack of all these kettle sour, fruit sour beers from Ithaca, and I gave him this, and he's like, "Whoa, this is way better. This is fantastic." And he's not even really a sour beer fan, but it does. It gives you the bite. It gives you a little bit of a sour bite. But really refreshing. Oh, after some nice gulps, plenty of oak tannins drying out your mouth. Now it's bringing almost a Chardonnay, not quite buttery, but just like strong white winey oak thing happening. And just to say Asian fooders, it seems like they were probably fooders that are used for wine before. They don't exactly say that. But it's a very, very nice beer. Highly recommend grabbing it. Hopefully the brewery keeps throwing some of their, I guess, slightly less fancy mixed fermentation beers into cans, because a lot for the price of this 4-pack was cheaper than a lot of their big bottles used to be. I don't see the big bottles as much anymore. I guess they're still floating around, but they're switching things around. Hopefully they release their, is it Humulus Teru? They're like sort of sour IPA or bread IPA in cans. I can get that fresh, because I basically never was able to get that beer fresh. I would give this one a 4.25. It is very good, and if you want a slightly funky, slightly sour experience, this is probably the best way to go. The cheapest, most high quality way to go. That's it. Goodbye.